So, the KFC Nashville Hot Chicken Tenders. And at the time of this recording, these chicken tenders are all over the internet. Everyone is talking about how good they are. Appealingly, they don't look too good, but I did have a bite of them and they actually were pretty good. But let me show you how I made mine even better. Mine are a lot crunchier with a lot more flavor. You can already see how much better mine look. So let's go ahead and get started. You're gonna start out by getting 2 chicken breasts and we're gonna slice these up into tenders. You can cut these as big or as small as you want, but so mine won't be too big, I'm gonna just make a slice right here. Right, so I took this little piece off, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna make incisions just like this, right? So now that you've cut up your chicken strips to your liking, what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna prepare the buttermilk brine that we're gonna put these in. I don't know why people put their chicken in first, then they put the buttermilk, then the seasonings, which is a lot harder to actually mix in the seasonings as well. So we're gonna start off on seasoning our buttermilk brine. So now into a bowl, you're gonna go in there with about 1 cup to 2 cups of buttermilk, or enough to submerge your chicken. Go in there with a whole tablespoon of some garlic powder, a tablespoon of seasoning salt, and a 1/3 cup of some hot sauce. Hot sauce could be of your liking. Now go in there with your whisk and mix everything together thoroughly. Now that you mixed in your buttermilk properly, just go in there and just throw in there your chicken strips. And we're gonna let these chicken strips sit in here for about an hour or so, just to make sure that the flavors get incorporated properly. Make sure your chicken is submerged in there. We want all those flavors to penetrate the entire chicken. Now that you put your chicken in the buttermilk, we're gonna get ready on our dredge. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in there with about 1.5 cups of some all-purpose flour. Go in there with a tablespoon of some garlic powder, tablespoon of onion powder, tablespoon of seasoning salt, teaspoon of paprika, and a bit of some freshly grated ground black pepper. Now go ahead and just mix up everything together. I'm actually going to change bowls because I feel like this bowl is more adequate for dredging, and I'm gonna use this for our Nashville Hot Seasoning. Now, for our Nashville Hot Seasoning, we're gonna go in there with 3 tablespoons of cayenne pepper. Yes, 3 tablespoons of cayenne pepper. That's why it's called hot chicken, not coward chicken. A tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of paprika, half a tablespoon of some seasoning salt, and lastly, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can use dark brown, but I actually use golden brown. Now go ahead and mix everything together. I almost forgot one ingredient, a tablespoon of some achiote powder. Now go ahead and mix that up. Now we got our Nashville Hot Seasoning chicken done. We're gonna put this to the side and we're gonna start dredging our chicken. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and take out one of your tenders from your buttermilk brine. You're gonna shake off excess buttermilk and you're gonna dip it right into your dredge just like that. So go ahead and just give it a nice shake so you can coat that chicken nicely. To ensure we get that perfect crispiness, what we're gonna do is we're gonna double dip it into our buttermilk. All right, so go ahead, shake off excess flour, and then dip it back in that buttermilk. Just like that. Now back into your flour. Now go ahead and shake off excess flour. So go ahead and do that to all of your chicken. So now a trick that I learned anytime you're gonna fry some chicken is you're gonna let this sit for 10 to 15 minutes after dredging it. That way, once you put in the oil, all the flour won't just run away. But this only works for skinless or boneless chicken, because if you do it with chicken that has skin, it's gonna make the skin a bit soggy, right? So now we're gonna let this sit for 10 minutes. That way the flour actually sticks on thoroughly to our chicken. So you're gonna heat up your oil to 375 degrees, and now you're just gonna go ahead and drop in those chicken tenders. You're gonna cook these for about 8 to 9 minutes or so, or until golden brown. Once your chicken has a nice golden brown color like that, go ahead and put that on a wire rack. If you don't have a wire rack, just put it on some napkins. Just look at how nice and golden brown that tender is. This is fried to perfection. Oh my God. So now with that same oil you cook your chicken in, you're gonna throw some of that into your seasoning, and that will actually make the Nashville Hot Seasoning sauce. So go in there with about maybe 1 cup or so. You're just gonna have to eyeball this. Make sure you don't put too much, because then it's gonna be too much oil. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a brush and you're gonna brush that onto your chicken tenders. You're gonna do the front and the back, but if you don't have a brush, just go ahead and dip it in there. If you don't wanna dip it in there because it's too much oil, just go ahead and grab a spoon and just spoon some on. Just look at how amazing our chicken looks. This thing is to die for. I paired up my tenders with a piece of toasted brioche bread. You could go ahead and use white bread if you want. That's the more traditional way, but I used a piece of brioche bread. So go ahead and stack on your tenders on top. Layer on some pickles if you would like. And now go ahead and go in for that bite. Just listen to this crunch. And that's my version of the KFC Nashville Hot Tenders. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.